Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah if I haven't met you before. In today's Vinyasa practice, we're going to be working to a pose that I haven't taught in a while. It's called Super Soldier. It's an asana that requires quite a bit of length through the back of the legs. So we'll be opening the hamstrings. We'll also be opening through the front of the hips and the quads. We'll also be kind of moving the spine as well. So forward bending, a little bit of back bending, a little bit of twisting. The feel of the class is going to be a mix between kind of stretchy and strong with some playful challenges in there as well. So I really hope that you enjoy it. We'll get started on our bellies today. So roll yourself down. And you might stack your hands together and bring your forehead down or the side of the temple. You can also just have the hands by the sides if that feels more comfortable. We'll just take a couple of moments to land here in our practice. Let's start by bringing our awareness to our breath. So noticing the natural rise and fall of our body as we inhale and as we exhale. Let's start to make these breaths a little bigger. So as you breathe in, can you feel the back of the ribs kind of press up to the sky and feel the sides of the ribs pull to the edges of the mat? And then as you exhale, softening through the back of the body, feeling the belly relax, feeling the ribs get smaller. And just taking a full scan of the body from the head, down the shoulders and the spine, down the hips and the legs. And just noticing where you can soften a little more. And this whole practice of yoga, our yoga asana practice, our movement practice, is all about coming back to our body, which we tend to forget about when we're moving through the day. We forget about what's happening right here, right now. So we use these moments on the mat to encourage the sense of presence, of awareness of what's happening right now in our bodies and our breath, so that when we do move through the day, we have that habitual pattern of what's my body doing, what's my breath doing? Can I soften? Where can I feel more attentive, more open? Let's take another 3 slow breaths here. Maybe you can stretch the back of the throat for your ujjayi pranayama, creating that wave-like sound, helping to slow our breath down a little bit more. And if your hands are stacked underneath the head, you might just keep your hands there. You're going to bend your knees and then window wipe your feet from side to side. They don't have to touch the ground, but if they do so, then you can welcome that. Getting a little bit of rotation through the spine. A little bit of opening through the hips. One more each side. Come back through center. We're going to set up for a chest stretch. Now, at any point, if this becomes a little bit too much, so early on in the practice, you can bring your hand out in front of you. So thinking bicep by the ear. Otherwise, let's bring our right hand out like a T in line with the shoulder. Slide the left hand by the left rib. Turn your left toes high. Breathe in. As you exhale, roll onto your right side of the body. For the moment, let's place the left foot down on the ground behind the right thigh and try turn the left knee towards the sky. Push your left hand into the ground, roll the left shoulder back more. You can stay here, or you can turn this into a quad stretch. You're going to take your left hand around to meet the outside of the left ankle, and then try pull the knee towards the right knee. Squeeze your glutes, tuck your tailbone. One more slow breath. Roll yourself back through center. Swap it out to the other side. Left hand by the shoulder, or in line with the shoulder, right hand by the rib. Turn the right toes high, breathe in. As you exhale, roll onto the left side body this time. Start by placing the right foot on the ground, lifting the right knee up to the sky. Push through the right hand, roll the right shoulder back more. Option to turn this into a quad stretch, bending the right knee, holding the right hand around the outside of the ankle. Squeeze the right knee towards the left knee. Engage the glutes. Tuck your tailbone. Roll the right shoulder back more. Roll yourself back. Plant the hands by the ribs, push up onto your knees, child's pose, hips to the heels, balasana. Wiggle your hands out a little further. Take a slow breath in through the nose. Fill up through the back of the ribs, the side of the ribs, the front of the ribs. Exhale through the nose. Roll forward, plant some weight into your hands, then tuck onto your toes, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Feet are hip width distance, hands a little wider, shoulder width distance. You're spreading your fingertips wide, middle fingers pointing forward, and then just pedal out the feet. Lifting one heel up while the other heel presses down, and then swapping to the other side. We're trying to create some length through the spine, so keep pushing your hips up and back to the back of the mat. Really use your hands here, drive them into the ground, shifting your chest towards your thighs. One more breath. Really ground into your right hand. Left hand is going to reach to the right calf. And you might just kind of hang out here, or you can pull on your hand, try turn the chest underneath so that you're looking underneath your right armpit. So kind of a little bit of a twist here. Use your next breath in, place the left hand down, come into a plank. As you exhale, shift your hips back again. Right hand reaches to the left thigh or the left calf, maybe the left ankle if you're feeling really open. If you want to, you can pull on the leg, try turn the chest underneath you more. For the first few rounds, it might feel a little nicer on the body to bend your knees more here. Breathe in, shift forward. Exhale, down dog. Left hand reaches underneath. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, right hand underneath. Couple more in your own breath. Let's go one more each side. Come back to down dog. Your left hand is going to reach to your left calf this time. You can stay here or see if you can lift your right toes up into a three-legged dog. At any point, you can bring the left hand down to the ground for your normal three-legged dog. Actually, this is more like a two-legged dog. Try square your hips. Tuck your chin in, look towards your left big toe. One more breath. Place the left hand back down, roll forward, breathe in, right knee towards the right elbow. As you exhale, step the right foot outside the right hand. Lower the left knee down, come into kind of your lunge position. Untuck your back toe and shift your hips from side to side. You can stay on your hands. If you felt like a little more, you could bend maybe your left elbow to the ground. If it doesn't quite meet, then if you had a block nearby, you can bring it up onto the left elbow onto the block. If you want to, right elbow could come down as well. One more breath. If you're on your elbows, come back to your hands, breathe in, lunge. Maybe come onto fingertips, lift your chest. As you exhale, shift your hips back. Ardha Hanumanasana, half monkey pose. Soft bend in the right knee, pull the right toes towards you. Breathe in, shift forward, lift the chest, squeeze shoulder blades back. Exhale, shift back. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward. 2 more times. Hold at the back. Maybe you turn the toes from side to side. Imagine like you've got window wipers as your foot now. Feel free to move the hips around to help with this. One more breath. You might slide that right foot in the middle a little bit more. Shift your weight forward, bend the right knee, tuck onto your left toes, high lunge. Back knee comes off, breathe in, both arms come up. As you exhale, hold. Little sink into your hips. Interlace your thumbs, pull the fingertips to the sky. Back leg is really long here, so imagine like the back thigh was trying to touch the sky. Let's side bend to the right, breathe in, feel both of your hands reach over to the right. Exhale to hold. Inhale to the left. Exhale to hold. Inhale, come back through center. As you exhale, left knee comes down. Breathe in, cactus out the elbows. As you exhale, you can stay here or your back heel lifts up to your left glute. You're really trying to squeeze it in. Quite an active back bend here. One more breath. Frame out your front foot, tuck your back toes, breathe in, lift the back knee. As you exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Use your next breath in, ripple forward, high plank. Shift your shoulders over your wrists. As you exhale, chaturanga, tuck the elbows in, come down onto your belly. Untuck your toes, cobra, bhujangasana, breathe and open the chest. As you exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Right hand reaches to the left leg. Try pull the chest underneath. Breathe in, shift forward. Exhale, left hand underneath. Inhale, shift forward. Let's go 4 more times. You might feel a little warmer now. Maybe the legs stay a little longer. Keep tilting your pelvis forward. Right hand reaches to the right calf, hold. You can stay here or left toe sweep high. two-legged dog. Remember, at any point you can place the right hand down like usual. It helps if you have a wide grip with your hands, so really spread your fingertips wide. Try square the hips. Look at your right big toe. One more breath. Place the right hand down in front. Breathe in, roll forward, left knee to left elbow. As you exhale, step the left foot outside the left hand, right knee comes down. Couple of breaths here, maybe shifting from side to side. Just check to see that the left knee is stacked on top of the left ankle. Option here to lower the right elbow down to the ground or a block. Maybe the left elbow comes down to join it as well. Really press through the inner arch of the foot. So imagine like your left big toes try and pull down to the ground. It's going to help get the adductors a little bit more active. Walk up to your hands. Come onto fingertips. Breathe in, lift the chest. As you exhale, shift the hips back. Half monkey pose. Soft bend of the left knee. Shift forward, breathe in. Exhale, shift back. 2 more times. Hold at the back. Maybe window wiper your left foot side to side. Move your hips around. Notice how the sensation changes as you move the foot. Come back through center, walk your left foot in a little bit more. Shift your weight forward, tuck onto your back toes, lift the back knee off, high lunge, breathe in, arms up. Come high onto your right toes. Exhale, sink the hips down a little bit. Interlace your thumbs, shoulders are down, arms are long. Side bend to the left, breathe in. As you exhale, lean over. Side bend to the right, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, come back through center, release the hands. As you exhale, right knee comes down. Cactus out the elbows, breathe in, back bend. As you exhale, maybe the right heel peels up towards the right glute. Try flex your foot here. Feel the right hamstring and the right glute engage. One more breath. Frame out your front foot, tuck your back toes, breathe in, back knee comes off. As you exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Roll forward, breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga, option to come halfway this time. Breathe in for cobra or urdhva mukha svanasana, upward facing dog. Engage your glutes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adho mukha svanasana. Take a breath. On your next breath in, you can step your feet forward or you can hop. Bend your knees. And then take your feet wide, kind of to the edges of the mat. Relax the head, Uttanasana, forward fold. Try bend your knees a little bit more so that the belly can get close to the thighs. Option to bring hands underneath the feet. Maybe it's just toes coming under the fingers, or maybe the toes meet the wrist creases. See if you can pull on your hands, getting your chest a little lower, your hips a little higher. Tuck your chin in. Release the hands, shuffle your feet underneath your hips. Roll yourself up or to halfway lift, hands to shins, breathe in. Exhale, fold, do that 2 more times. Push away, breathe in, engage through the back body, shoulders down. Exhale, fold. 1 more, breathe in. This time hold here. You can keep the hands on the shins or you can reach your hands forward. Tuck your ribs in slightly, engage through the front of the core, but make sure you're not rounding the back. We want to be in a neutral spine here. One more breath. Lift all the way up through standing, right knee lifts. Breathe in, stork pose. As you exhale, circle your right knee wide, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. So tip from the side of your hips, reach your hands out wide, right foot to the back of the mat, keep diving yourself down. Maybe the fingertips come down to the ground or to a block if you had one. Option for Chapasana, sugarcane pose. Bending right knee, right hand comes around the outside of the right ankle, and then see if you can kick away. Squeeze your right glute, roll the right shoulder back more. If you really want to challenge yourself, you can do this with the left hand hovering. One more breath. Warrior two, sit back. Breathe in. Left knee is bent here. Exhale to hold. Shoulders soften down the back. Turn the right heel in, right toes out. Wide squat, goddess pose. Breathe in, lift both arms up. As you exhale, hold onto the opposite elbow. Side bend to the right, breathe in. Exhale. Tuck your lower ribs in. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, come back. As you exhale, keep the knees bent, but you're going to hinge your hips back. Lean your upper body forward. It's not a big movement. Feels kind of interesting in the body, but give it a go. Inhale, come up. Tuck the tailbone. Exhale, lean back. One more. Lift all the way up, turn your toes to the side of the mat, arms overhead, breathe in. As you exhale, hinge your hips back halfway. So aiming for torso in line with the floor, arms reaching forward, one more breath. Reach your left hand to the right foot, right hand comes high, breathe in. Breathe out, twist a little bit more. If the left hand doesn't quite come to the ground, you can walk your hand up onto your shin. One more breath. Turn the right toes to the back of the mat, twisted lunge. Left hand comes down, tuck onto your left toes, breathe in. Stay here or horizon pose. Turn both toes to the side of the mat. Drop your hips down, reach your right hand forward. Breathe in, lift your hips up. We swivel to the front, exhale. Plant the right hand down, turn the left toes forward, twisted lunge to the back, or to the left, I should say. Breathe in. This time we cactus our elbow. Left elbow pulls back. As you exhale, reaching pyramid, lengthen your left leg, reach your left hand to your right foot. A few more times. Breathe in, bend the left knee, open the chest, elbow pulls back. Exhale to reach. 2 more times in your own breath. Bring the left hand down, bring the right knee down, and just like we did before, you can shift forward and back. Another option is to head into your full Hanumanasana, your full splits pose. Don't expect your legs to get maybe all the way down or as much as you normally do, because we haven't done an extreme amount of warming up, we've done enough. So just wiggle your right foot back, your left foot forward. Just landing at a depth where you can still maintain the flow of the breath, where you can soften the shoulders a little bit more. You can also have hands on blocks here to help give a bit more support. One more breath. Push yourself up, kind of wiggle your left foot back, your right knee forward. Shuffle your left leg back. Maybe you head to child's pose, maybe you head to down dog. If you want to take a vinyasa, you absolutely can. Taking 3 to 5 breaths in whatever positions you are in. And then eventually coming to downward facing dog. Let's try that sequence on the other side. Let's make our way forward. Maybe you walk, maybe you hop by bending your legs, looking forward, breathing in, lifting your feet up, and then walking them wide. Maybe you go for hands around or underneath the feet again. You could do a different approach and bring kind of if you make 2 L's with your thumbs, you kind of bring the inside of the L's behind the back of the Achilles. You bend your knees a little bit more and you try shuffle your shoulders down towards the knee crease. Okay, so you're kind of like locking yourself in a little bit more. What you'll try to do in this position is lift your hips up. Let's go another 2 to 3 breaths here. Keep pushing your feet down into the ground, crown of the head pulling down. Okay, release whatever arm position that you have. Shuffle your feet inwards a little more, feet under hips. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. 2 more times. Hold it at the top. Stay with the hands on the shins or bring the hands forward. 2 more breaths. Lift all the way up through standing. Left knee pulls into the chest. Breathe in. As you exhale, circle the left knee wide. Half moon. Maybe right hand comes down to the floor or to a block. Option to bend the left knee. Maybe the left hand holds on to the foot. And then you try kick away. And if you really wanted to challenge your balance, you could try hover the right hand off for a couple of moments. 1 more breath. Warrior 2, Virabha Pajasana, left foot steps back, breathe in, land the arms, land the feet, exhale, hold. Turn your left heel in, goddess pose, breathe in. Arms overhead, as you exhale, hold onto opposite elbow. Side bend to the left, 1 breath. Side bend to the right, keep pressing through the outer edges of the feet. Come back through the middle, breathe in. As you exhale, hinge your hips back. Keep the back long as you shift your chest forward. 2 more times in your own breath. Lift all the way up, breathe in, turn your toes to the side of the mat, arms overhead, tuck your tail. Exhale, hinge, come halfway. Right hand comes to the left foot, or maybe higher up on the leg if you need. Left hand reaches high, breathe in. Exhale to hold. Try look to your left thumb. 1 more breath. Left toes turn to the back of the mat, twisted lunge, one breath. Stay here or horizon pose. Turn the left toes, or turn both toes to the left, drop the hips down. Use your next breath in, lift your hips up. Shuffle yourself to the front of the mat, exhale. Left hand plants, twisted lunge to the right, but cactus the elbow, breathe in. As you exhale, lengthen your right leg, reach your right hand to your left toes. 3 more times. Place the right hand down, place the left knee down. Again, maybe you just shift forward and back, or option to come into your full monkey pose. So you might shuffle your right foot in so it's in the middle. Shuffling your left foot back, your right foot forward. See if you can engage through the front of the right quad. Notice when you squeeze it, your leg might get a little longer at the front, and see if you can engage a little bit through the back of the left thigh, the hamstring, the glute. One more slow breath. Breathe into the ribs. Press through your hands, shuffle yourself up. And again, you do what you want here. Maybe you come back to a child's pose, maybe you flow through Vinyasa, maybe hang out in down dog for a little bit longer. And then making way to downward facing dog if you're not already there. Sweep your right toes high, 3-legged dog, breathe in. This time as you exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Now you might stay here, or maybe you walk your left hand back. Maybe it holds on to kind of the left calf like we did before. Or if you want to try, bring your left hand to the right foot behind the leg. And see if you can kick into it. Release the left hand forward, breathe in, right knee to right elbow. As you exhale, step the right foot wide. Now you can stay here, or we can try super soldier. So to get to that position, what you're going to do is lift the back knee off. You're going to try get that right shoulder behind the right knee crease. Now you might just stay here, or you can hop your left foot forward a little bit more. You'll try reach your right hand high, hold onto your left foot behind your hips. And then you'll kick your left knee up to the sky. So it's kind of like a bind. Keep lengthening your right leg. Lifting your hips up as high as you can. There's a little bit of weight in your left hand. Although if you wanted to really challenge yourself here, you could see if you could hover the left hand off, or maybe even just come to fingertips for a moment. And then maybe the left hand hold off. I'm a little nervous, I'm going to face plant. One more breath. Okay, let's take a long step back with the left foot. Breathe in. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here or flow through a Vinyasa. We'll go to child's pose for a moment. Left toes sweep high, three-legged dog, breathe in. Exhale, bend the left knee, open the hip. Again, maybe this is where you stay, or walk your right hand down. Maybe it reaches to your right calf. Maybe right hand to the left foot. Can you kick a little higher? One more breath. Right hand comes down, breathe in, left knee to left elbow. As you exhale, set the left foot outside the left hand. Again, this is where you can stay, or super soldier, try get the left shoulder underneath the left knee crease. Take a couple hops forward with your right foot. Your left hand is going to reach to your right ankle. And then peel your right knee up to the sky. Try tuck your chin in if you can. Push your left tricep on your left thigh. Again, if you wanted to try with your balance, you could maybe hover the right hand off for a moment. One more breath. And then take a long step back with your right foot. Come into your lunge, breathe in. And then as you breathe out, step back, downward facing dog. Whew, that was fun. Stay here or Vinyasa. Take a breath in through the nose, fill up the ribs, push them to the sides of the mat as well as front and back. Breathe out through the nose. Feel your belly lift, feel your ribs get smaller. High plank, breathe in. Breathe out, chaturanga. Lower down onto your belly and then roll onto your back. So the head is facing the front of the mat. Feet back at the mat. I'm going to just quickly wind down here. Take your hands out to a T. Lift the knees above your hips. Breathe in. As you breathe out through the nose, drop the knees to the right. Maybe your eye gaze looks down the left arm. Breathe in, lift the knees. Exhale to the left. Same thing, if you felt like a little more, you can extend your legs up, maybe flexing the feet. Try and make the descent really slow. You can always hang out for a little bit longer at the bottom if you want more of a stretchy twist, or you can do one breath per movement, getting a little bit more into the core. Try to keep both of your shoulders on the ground the whole time. One more time each side. And then roll yourself back through center. Baddha Konasana. Bound angle pose. Bring the soles of the feet together, take your knees out wide. Tuck your chin in towards the chest. You can bring maybe hands onto the body, hands onto the hips. Sometimes it feels nice to bring the hands above the head, holding the opposite elbow. And close down the eyes. And pause to check in. Check in with the body. Maybe do a scan again from your head to your toes, noticing where you can soften. Checking in with the mind. Noticing any different thoughts that are going through your mind right now or throughout this practice. We're just bringing awareness to these thoughts. We're not trying to change them or judge them, just letting them hang out, be there. And then come back to the breath. See if you can slow the breath down. Making each inhale and exhale a little longer in duration. Feel free to hang out in your bound angle pose for the remainder of our practice, or if you wanted to head to Shavasana, you can extend your legs out long. We'll be here for a couple minutes in quiet. Let's come back to our body. Come back to the breath, maybe wiggling the toes, wiggling the fingers, maybe shifting hips side to side, maybe rolling the head side to side. Hug the knees towards the chest. And then roll up into a seat. Turn yourself around. Maybe you cross the legs over for the final few moments of our practice. taking this moment to set the tone for the rest of the day. And bringing that sense of body awareness, of noticing the different sensations and the different feelings within the body. Noticing the mind, the different thoughts that go on within it. Because that gives us so much more presence, it gives us so much more power as we journey through the course of the day. Let's breathe in through the nose, sigh out through the mouth. Open your eyes. Thank you so much, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed the practice. Let me know how you found it. And I can't believe we're almost at the end of the year. It's pretty crazy. If you've got any New Year's resolutions, let me know. I would love to hear from you. Anything you want to see within the classes. Write a comment, send me a DM either on Instagram or you can email me, currentmovementnz@gmail.com. Otherwise, I'll look forward to moving with you again soon. Thank you so much.